Welcome to our all-white special, starting with our first white product, milk. Today's cutting-edge dairy farms are fully automated. Sophisticated equipment feeds the cows, cleans up their manure, milks them, and even checks the quality of the milk. The key to good milk output is a good cow. And good cows are ones that make good eye contact, displaying a healthy and friendly demeanor. The cows chow down on a mixture of hay, fertilizer, grass, and grains, supplemented with minerals and proteins, such as soy. Particularly good milk-producing cows will have white hair with black spots, while non-milking cows will have black hair with white spots. Cows only produce milk while in the super pregnancy stage of gestation. Starting at about 15 to 17 months of age, the cows are pumped to the max with bull semen yearly for about 6 years. The newborn calf suckles for a couple days, and then is promptly slaughtered in front of its mother to make delicious veal, causing the mother to continue sympathy lactating for another 10 to 12 months, which is then harvested for human consumption. The cow poopy is automatically cleaned every 6 months to ensure the most sanitary conditions possible for the cows while obeying USDA cost-cutting standards. Since animals don't have souls and don't go to heaven, the welfare of the cows is a high priority in this state-of-the-art cow factory. These cows aren't confined to stalls, walk around the factory freely, and have an attorney on retainer in case of any legal disputes. They scratch themselves against this state-of-the-art $400,000 cow brush, which doesn't really do anything, but it makes the cows feel pretty, resulting in better milk. Each cow is given a set of numbers corresponding to the local state lottery. The cow who is chosen by the lottery wins the grand prize of being slaughtered and eaten by the town. Cows operate on a classic Santa Claus system for milking, where the nice cows are allowed to eat and lounge around all day, while the naughty cows line up for their turn in the shame box. The shame box is designed so a single cow can enter at a time, and is open viewing so the rest of the herd can judge the naughty cow for all of its sins. The punishment for betraying the cow god's love is being milked by the cold metal hands of an unthinking, unfeeling machine. In footage that's most definitely going to raise our age rating, the cow's udder is cleaned until it shines like new. Emergency services are standing by. The machine laser guides the teat cups onto the cow's 4 udders. The machinery hasn't been updated since 2002, so sometimes it needs to search the internet for what teats are to do its job properly. Ah, that's the good stuff. Once the cow's udders are connected, they are flooded with 1% milk as a present for acting on good behavior for their punishment duration. This milk will combine with the pre-existing 2% milk in their udders to create whole milk. A sophisticated pump analyzes the milk for quality and consistency. If the system detects the cow has an infection, traces of blood in her milk, or is in just kind of a grumpy mood, the system automatically rejects the batch and sets fire to the entire barn. As the nipple sweepers get disinfected, the robot disengages each teat separately, which is the same way that I handle your mother. Once the suction cups come off, the teats are sprayed with new car smell to prepare the cow for its future life as an all-leather interior. After 10,000 cows have been fully milked, the prophecy is fulfilled, and the machine self-destructs, now free from the cow god's bidding, while holy water fills the sacred pump to purge its name from the history books. But as with all things, the cycle will always begin anew, and life will struggle to break free of it until its final, ultimate cleansing by the machine uprising. There's more to come of the all-white special, right after this special promotion.
New from the creator of How It's Actually Made, turning a sphere inside out and whatever else we can name drop to get you interested in buying products, comes the first line of Huggbees merchandise.
It's me on a shirt for you!
This high-octane, energy-spewing t-shirt celebrating the launch of the Huggbees gaming channel Huggbees Gamer Mode can be yours right now by clicking the link in the description. Yes, this is real, and yes, you can own one for real-world actual money. This warrior's armor, disguised as an ordinary t-shirt designed by Huggbees himself and mostly by a professional designer, radiates like the burning surface of the sun to alert everyone in a 30-mile radius to your presence. With its slick color scheme and over-the-top design, channel the inner essence of 90s flame lining and Guy Fieri fashion while supporting the greatest content creator who has ever lived on his never-ending quest to embarrass his competition all at the same time.
I love wearing something that reminds me of me.
Check out the merch website to grab one, featuring various blurbs and lore dumps written by Huggbees himself. Who's this Asian guy wearing the shirt? Who knows? Who cares? The shirts don't discriminate. Anyone can wear them. If you want to become an objectively better person, instantly become 20% more attractive, and become someone who owns a t-shirt that will make the rest of your closet feel boring and lifeless, then you can check out this limited time campaign at hugbeescoolmerch.com to wear a piece of Huggbees all over your body. Sales of this legendary artifact will end April 27th. After that, a timer-activated bomb is going to blow up every single piece of unsold inventory, meaning those that bought one can gloat about how they'll be lucky forever to have something with the Huggbees seal of approval on it. And all it took was buying one from the description in this video. The Huggbees Gamer Mode shirt. Don't just wear it, buy two and wear them at the same time. Campaign ends April 27th. Go and get one before they run out at hugbeescoolmerch.com or use the link in the description.
Next on the all-white special, mail, with its standard white envelopes. What do the letters F, D, I, O, and U have in common? They are all part of postal codes, used in abbreviations for state names. These letters and numbers are read by high-tech machines that sort our mail. Trucks bring in mail picked up by postal outlets and mailboxes for work-release criminals and really friendly volunteer criminals to load into the warehouse. The bags need to be sorted, and about 10% of them are immediately thrown away to lighten the Postal Service's workload. Standard-size envelopes go on a conveyor belt that leads to the furnace, unless they're moved up to these bins here for no particular reason. Letters with money or anything else particularly valuable in them are moved to what's called a grifting machine, which helps the Postal Service remove the funds from the envelopes without the receiver ever knowing they were opened. Stamps contain fluorescent material that shines under ultraviolet light, and the machine is supposed to reject any envelope missing this signature glow. That part of the machine has been broken since 2002. Letters with stamps of foreign countries are marked by the machine to be rerouted to that country, just like how stamps of famous people reroute the letters to that person's address. Next up, a machine called the Fast-Acting Envelope Redirect Target Reader, or FARTR for short, processes the envelopes at high speed, optimally discarding another 10% of them to lighten the Postal Service's workload. There's really no reason for it to be this long and windy, but it looks really cool and justifies the $4 million budget spent on designing it. The letters are automatically sorted by the machine based on if they're local, national, or international, and are filed accordingly. Correctly dispatching all of these rows of sorted letter stacks is the job of a single postal worker. But what happens when Gus, or some other divorced father of three, selects a stack of undeliverable mail for additional screening? A photo of the letters is sent to the Video Encoding System Machine, or PENIS for short. A postal worker, typing on Logitech's latest ergonomic split gaming keyboard with cherry red MX switches, types out the address manually, which means it's time to go back to the overly complicated and somehow erotic sorting machine. And now the high-octane thrills at the mailroom continue, as it's time for the letters to go through yet another sorting system, this time by postal route. We apologize to any sensitive viewers if they're saying Mail Sorting Room 1 looks too intense for me. A local acting coach then groups and labels the mail by sector, which seems to defeat the purpose of all of those sorting machines. Meanwhile, large envelopes go through a machine called a flat sorting machine. God, this is boring. This barcode applied by the machine is written in a machine language that humanity cannot decipher. The first half translates roughly to booty 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 rockin', but we can't decipher the rest. And then it's on to the even more sorting. Oh no. If somehow the robot overlords cannot decipher an address, Betty, the first postal employee ever, takes over for manual sorting. Due to her failing eyesight and shaky hands, Betty's accuracy is only about 60%. But what she lacks in skill, she makes up for in unnecessary video montages of the mailroom. We didn't even film this segment of the show. Betty sent us all of this ready to go, narration included. In fact, this isn't me speaking. She does a really good impression of me. Any mail not sorted 400 times is loaded onto a postal truck for the Canadian Postal System, who control and ultimately deliver all of the world's mail. Here's a helpful tip: the next time you write a letter, instead of paying for any postage, just put "Courtesy of the Canadian Prime Minister" on the front, and your mail will be delivered for free. Continuing the all-white special, garage doors. Garage doors come in many styles and materials, but are most often white. They can be made of steel, aluminum, wood, or vinyl. Whether you choose a style that's plain, paneled, smooth, or textured, quality garage doors are lightweight, well-insulated, and airtight. The typical residential garage door is made up of 4 panels. Each one begins as spare metal stripped off of decommissioned jet engines. Once initial pelvic machine thrusters are calibrated, the metal is rolled through rollers that imprint garage door braille on the metal to help blind people not back their cars into them. Then it's on to the design imprinting. This model has raised rectangles, just like every single other garage door ever made. It's on to the Council of Rollers to decide the fate of this garage door. The council is both benevolent and intolerant, rewarding only perfection. On the back side of the metal, poison honey is injected and hidden under metal plates to act as a pest control by killing any curious garage door-seeking bees. At the child coffin factory, the sheets are brought together to form a panel. And poisoned wood is nailed into the gaps, killing any garage door-seeking termites. At the Olympic swimming pool made specifically for garage doors, aluminum bars get their holes penetrated to attach them to the garage door panels. Ignoring all safety instructions, an employee backwards walks an insulation injecting machine while our lawyers petition this factory to call it the insulation filling machine. Ah, that's even better stuff. Most garage door insulation is carbonated to improve the aftertaste. Snack on some of your garage's insulation to see if you notice its bubbly flavor. After a swift pull-out game, the panels exit to the next process. But first, it's time to make the sandwiches for the employees' lunch break. time for workers to install various components, and really go postal on mounting this rubber weather seal. That line would have made way more sense during the mail segment. I'm sorry, let me try again. Time for this sealant to really milk this garage door for all it's worth. You know what, never mind. Some garage door models have computer operating systems installed called Windows. And with that, the windows are finished. Workers gift new customers with scrap metal from the factory floor as a little treat. Hey, check it out. It says boobs. Poison nuts are installed to secure the door and kill any garage door seeking squirrels. And if properly installed, the average garage door should work. And finally on our all-white special, Blackboards. Really? We couldn't find more than 3 white objects? We only needed 1 more and we go with Blackboards? It's not that I have anything against Blackboards, but we had a thing here. I mean, okay, fine, chalk is white, I guess, sometimes. Okay, forget it. The all-white special featuring Blackboards. Okay, come on, that board's not even black. It's green. Whatever. Blackboards begin with thin sheets of galvanized steel that are silver and not green or black. Ugh. Grandpa's crusty fingernails are the only ones designated to separate and slap the individual sheets for processing. First up is a liquid clear rinsing machine, which blasts the silver with clear liquid to clear any liquid left on the silver from processing. Paint sprayers apply black paint to the silver sheets, creating something that could easily be argued as racist. Before application, the black paint is fed cocaine, which is something that is definitely racist. Steel blackboards come in 3 colors, including dull gray, standard black, and disappointing no punchline green. Oh yeah, that's the best stuff. Spray guns apply 3 bukakis of paint, one after the other, because that's just how the blackboard likes it. Sometimes Batman likes to camouflage himself on these black sheets to get free conveyor belt rides, much to the dismay of the factory workers. This is the blackboard's biggest fan, because he loves them so much. Next, it's time for the blackboards to be sprayed down with liquid silver? Man, things have changed. This is not the blackboard factory that I grew up in. Before blackboard construction can continue, it's time to make the sandwiches for the employees' lunch break. No, it's not illegal for garage door factories and blackboard factories to make sandwiches. Stop emailing us about this. The frame is made of a continuous piece of aluminum, expertly cut by a karate chop robot. The frame is then bent neatly around the corners of the green blackboard. Why doesn't the script just say chalkboard instead? It would make this whole segment make a lot more sense. Once the noodles are properly boiled, it's time to remove them from the water and plate them. This restaurant owner makes their own tomato sauce from scratch and... wait. I totally get it now. No wonder the colors thing made no sense. I've accidentally been reading the script for the How Italian Food is Made segment, which has nothing to do with blackboards at all. Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, that's what I thought. This isn't the script to the all-white special at all. It's the script for the all-totally unrelated items special. No wonder there wasn't a single joke about cum in the all-white special. That just wouldn't make any sense. Well, I guess the only way it could make sense is if I, Huggbees, creator of this series on YouTube.com, were a true comedic genius, and I knew that each and every one of you would be waiting for a joke about cum this entire episode. So I kept you on the leash for the entire video's runtime, boosting my analytics just to craft incredible jokes without ever needing to reference semen in any capacity. But that would only be possible if I was the same kind of comedic genius who would refrain from using a single swear word in this entire episode just to challenge myself to see if I could get through an entire episode without relying on profanity as a punchline for no other reason than to test my comedic abilities. And since all of those things seem to be true, I guess the only thing left for you to do is to subscribe and go watch each and every single other video I have ever made so you can see what true comedic genius looks like.